Welcome to the Chloroform podcast, weekly podcast put on by Chloroform to brief members and hopefully bring some awareness to the site about events that are going on. I'm Mr. Q, your able commentator, and we're going to be discussing some latest events that have been occurring. The latest one is the S'more Fall Run put on by Turtle. Pretty amazing deal going on there. Of course, there's always going to be some accidents and some things that happen, but everything seemed to be a blast, judging from the posts that were put on. Seems like G-Man Payne had to take his Pugly, his 94 Explorer, instead of having to take his more awesome rig, the Black Hole, his 95 Explorer with the new 35s on board, and because of an alignment issue. More on that later. But then we had a good turnout there for Sparks of Flying. Of course, G-Man Payne. Then we had Bronco 2 Guy with some of his really awesome truck that he put together for the last S'more event. It was pretty cool. He's got a picture here of dragging this huge log with his trail rig. Somebody's sitting on the back, insanely trying to get a picture of this thing as he's dragging it along. I don't know who'd be insane enough to do that, but here's one raising his hand right now. I think that'd be pretty awesome. There was some damage to Levi's rig. Apparently, he tore a gash in the tire, and he was trying to use some sidewall plugs. Fortunately, G-Man had a spare 33. I think he took off of his Black Hole that he was willing to part with, so that so Levi could get a good tire on his way home. Good deal. But he also had some body damage, and front coil decided to become its own property there. But apparently there was a lot of good things going on. They did some dark trails, some trails at night. Seems some level 4s. Wow. In the dark. Wow. Wow, that's I definitely wouldn't want to try that, but hey, these guys have been doing this for years, and props to them for doing it and coming out with that little bit of damage, and just having an awesome time. I hope next week to have G-Man Payne on, and Turtle hopefully as coming on as guests, so we can discuss these latest events that have been going on, and hopefully that's what's going to happen with these podcasting. If I can break away from the segment for a second, I really wanted to develop this podcast as a way for people to have a bigger connection with people here on Chloroform. I mean, we've really grown a lot since 1999 when the forum was put together by Rick Horowitz, our top lead admin here, and since then it's really grown. A lot of information. I personally have put a lot of this information to use in my own Explorer, and I know several people have greatly appreciated the information on this site. But sometimes I think maybe some people skip over some of the really cool things that happen. Some meet and greets, some really great runs that are going on. Also some key parts that are going on with members in the forum, and some really great information that may just have been buried. I hope to bring these to light, and hopefully maybe we can get a decent car talk show thing going on here, where we can converse about problems that are going on, and hopefully bring everybody up to date with the latest news on the 2011 Explorer, which is still yet to hit the market and still looks like a puffing marshmallow in my opinion. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Now that S'more's over, I don't really know what else we got going on trail rig wise, hitting trails and stuff. But I do know that we have a Texas Explorer Forum meet and greet that is being put on at Chris Gilbo's house in Austin. We have a list of people joining up for that. It's going to be at 1 p.m. on November 6th. It should be a blast. I mean, seriously, a blast. I'm driving up from Sugar Land, Texas to take part in it, and I know some people are coming from out of city to come and meet some other great EFers. I know we've got potluck going on, and I encourage people who are interested in trying to see some other people in your local state to come on down and help us. And just do some meet and greeting. I mean, we're not going to be wheeling anything. You don't have to bring your baddest 4-wheel drive. We're coming down there, show off our rides, get to know each other, and let's know that we're just not a forum. We're a bit of a family. So yeah, I definitely encourage you to look into that if you're in the Texas area. I think we got one guy coming in from Oklahoma. I think I'll have to check that, but definitely we're interested in everybody, and hopefully we can expand our guest list a little bit more before we come, but hopefully not too much that we put Chris out of favor with the rest of the people on his block. Now on to some other news that will be going on. Rick, our forum head admin, is just posted up some really great times for his 1970 Dodge Dart bracket racer. He's just spent several years putting together. Very impressive time at 10.87 seconds at 119 miles per hour. That is pretty incredible. I mean, I know it's got 512 cubic inches under the hood, but seriously, I mean, for a guy who built it up from the bottom up, completely rebuilt it, that's pretty incredible. And props out to Rick for doing such a great job on that car. And hopefully on another podcast I can interview him on the work he's done on that car, and I hope people would be interested in listening to that. Since a lot of stuff can be communicated in words and talking, and hopefully I can get some questions and really grill him on some of the stuff that he's been going on and on the birth of Explorer Forum. I think that'd be a really great start to next week. Now on to the Black Hole G-Man Paints rig. I'm just picking random registries since this was associated with the S'more. I just kind of graduated into that because it was kind of weird why he wouldn't take his 95 Explorer. He just put the 35s on, and I mean, he was like ready to really take off. But apparently, from the posts he's made, he's had alignment issues with his truck, which is kind of sad. And he really was hoping to take it out, but now he's got ball joint issues, and he's got two different mechanics telling him two different things about his steering rack. One person tells him it's shot, the other one tells him it's not. I hope we can solve that, and he can get it back on the road, because it's a very big deal to be able to have an independent front suspension like that, be able to handle 35s. And I think G-Man is finding out that sometimes it puts a lot of extra stress on the front suspension to run something like that. But if anybody can handle it, G-Man definitely can. He definitely has really worked on that rig for quite a while. As I said, he just upgraded to 35s. Definitely has lifted it quite a bit and taken it out on S'more, which stands for Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch, and really beaten on it. You could say the same for his 94. Well, we're pretty much just trying to bring you up to date with some of the things that have been going on. Hopefully next week we'll have some guests coming on, and if people like what I'm doing, I hope you'll post back and let me know that I'm if I'm interesting or if I'm just plain dumb, or if I'm helping anybody out at all. But I really appreciate your feedback if you have any. Really, props to EF is what you guys need to. If Explorer Forum has saved you $20 in anything that you've done, I mean, if you just found out that you didn't have to use this expensive tool to go take off your fuel filter, or it saved you a couple of hours of work to replace a part, I mean, your time is worth something. So if you think it saved you some time or saved you some money somewhere using this site, just donate $20. It covers you for a year. And sometimes Roots puts on special sales where $20 goes for 2 years. And keep a lookout for that. This site's really been supportive of us, and I think it's a good idea for us to support back. Also, the big hits for being elite is having the avatar. You can finally have that avatar there. You can finally put your own name. You can finally put your own sentence under your name. You know, instead of having Explorer Elite Wannabe, you can have like Off-Roader Maniac or Four-Wheel Crazy or something like that. I mean, it's kind of a I give you, you give me type thing. So I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I mean, it may not be as much as you think, but $20 goes a far way into keeping this site on the net. So make sure that you consider that the next time that you use Explorer Forum to solve one of your problems. Alright, well, that's it for the Explorer Forum podcast. Hopefully you'll join us next week, and give me your feedback. Have a good day.